Hey, how you going? This is Dennis in Japan. Fortunately, we're having a very nice sunny day today. A little bit difficult to get the wife out for a walk because she has two of her very good friends who came over to the house here, and they all belong to like a sewing club, right? And I'd kind of like just go upstairs, leave them to do their thing. Right? I'm not a good mix for the sewing group, I don't think. Yeah. But the reason for making this live, you see, is to give a reply or a response to Drian Von Golden's fourth question in his series, which will probably go out around 30 days or so. Right? He poses a question every day, and Drian's a good friend of mine. So in the interest of offering support to a friend and also replying to a question, which it makes me think about an answer, right? So thinking's not bad for you, right? I think public education is bad for you, but not thinking. Okay, well, I use up a little bit of time here, which is probably about a minute or so. It lets Facebook, yeah, build up my viewer audience here, and then I'll launch into the topic of the live here. Okay, let me just look over here. So Drian was saying, tell me about your perfect day. Is it or isn't it your everyday? All right, well, I thought about that for a little while. I stroked my beard, thinking about that question. So if you don't have a beard, you can't stroke your beard while you think. So grow a beard. Or stroke an imaginary beard. Okay? All right, so back on topic here. Let me read that again. Perfect day. Huh. Okay. So the thought that popped into my head is, we human beings create this thing that's called measure time. Measure time. Uh-huh. And we decided we would divide that into units of 12, which are, very auspicious geometry. Sacred geometry is formed in that decision. Okay, probably most of us don't even recognize that, but in any case, we divided the day into segments of 12, yeah, and then we divide the hour into 12. We in America they even have 12 eggs. Now in Japan they don't have 12 eggs; they give you 10 eggs because their concept is based around 10. Okay. Uh huh. Well, anyway, I digress. All right, so we're talking about a perfect day, which is a construct of human beings' uh, way of organizing what they conceive as time. I actually don't consider, you know, looking at perfection based on a whole day. In Toastmastering, this is called the pause free effect. Trian goes, I know. Right? Okay, so I don't use the day and perfection in in a match. Okay, so what I do is I look at each moment. Okay, so like this moment right now. Okay, am I creating something that could be perceived by myself as perfect? Because we're the only judge, really, of what is perfect, right? If you allow others to judge for you what they think is perfect, you suffer more than them. Okay? Yeah. So perfect is a concept that I keep to myself, right? I only use perfection based on what I perceive my actions to be all by myself, right? So I don't let others, judge me as perfect or imperfect. So if I'm judging my perfect moment, right, then how do I do that? Well, to me, a perfect moment means, first of all, causing no harm, right? What I'm doing at the very moment, like right now, doing this live, my intention is that this energy that I'm putting out now is causing no harm. Now, what is a bonus? A bonus is this energy that I'm putting out right now in this moment is if someone can gain some kind of value from it, right? Like maybe they think about it themselves. Hey, maybe I should just judge myself. Don't let other people judge me as to what's perfect, what's not perfect, right? So like I said at the beginning of this, which could easily turn into a rant, but I'm not going to let it go there, right? Because a moment of ranting is not perfection to me. So like I said, my wife and her two friends are downstairs. They're doing their little sewing club thing, right? And I noticed when I watched them for about 2 or 3 minutes, sewing is really not the main reason they get together. No. It seems to me the reason they get together is while they're doing this activity of sewing, like people have done for decades and centuries ago, while the women are together doing their sewing, that's when they get really relaxed and they start talking about their life more openly. This and that and this and that. So it looks like the sewing thing is the main thing, and then the things they talk about that are going on in their life are secondary. But I discovered it's actually flipped around, right? The sewing is the secondary thing, and talking about what's going on in their life is the main thing, right? And they always feel good. They're laughing and enjoying, and that's, I think, part of perfection is when people can do an activity together and they can enjoy it so much that they just laugh naturally out loud. Okay, and even sometimes they're laughing about some crazy stuff that happened that usually people wouldn't laugh about. Okay, all right, so anyway, I'm going all over the friggin' place on this thing here, but let me bring it back to my main point. Okay, my main point is I don't look at a whole day and then judge it as perfect or not. I look at each moment and see if in that moment what I'm doing is not harming anyone, number one, and number two, if it's benefiting someone somehow, then I feel that's a bonus. Okay, so that's my little thing about Drian's question. I don't know if I answered it accurately or not, but hey, I'll judge that myself. Right? People give you likes, they don't give you likes, thumbs up, thumbs down. Hey, whatever. I give myself a thumbs up. Yep, that's how I lived as long as I had this damn thing, Give yourself more thumbs up, and ignore the other stuff. All right, well, that's it. I'm going to post this thing up here. I don't know what the hell, it created value or not, but anyway, I had fun doing it. Okay, so I'll be seeing you all later. Bye-bye.